and Joan Fabiano, an organizer at the Grassroots in Michigan, which, as I understand it, was originally the Lansing, Michigan Tea Party. Welcome to the program.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
You hear that news about Governor Snyder's race for re-election. You presumably are a conservative. Aren't you concerned that any sort of criticism about him, even about Medicaid expansion, could damage his campaign?
Well, I think if anybody's damaged his campaign, it would be the governor himself. And I think because he apparently is sticking his finger in the eye of his own party and his own base, the very people that he would depend upon to get him reelected. When he called in Kathleen Sebelius to basically strong-arm conservative and moderate members of his own party into passing the Medicaid expansion bill.
And so are you, as it says here in MLive, asking conservatives to not help the governor and sort of sit out this time his reelection effort?
Well, I think the thing is that, you have to draw a political line in the sand. And, Governor, we tried to work with him. We've given him every chance to reverse, his positions that don't line up with the GOP party platform whatsoever. I mean, if you go to the dealer and place an order for a Mustang, when you go to the dealer to pick up a car, you don't expect to get a Pinto. So, people have an expectation of when they vote for somebody that they are going to at least live up to the basic tenets of a platform that would express a person's view. So I don't see how, in good conscience, unless Governor Snyder wants to reverse course, that conservatives and even moderates in his own party could vote for him.
Did you vote for Governor Snyder?
I did not.
And why not?
Well, because I'm a researcher, and when he first ran, he was a relatively political unknown, and so I did a lot of research about him, and I didn't like what I was seeing, and unfortunately, I think I've been correct in the opinion that I came to.
What's wrong with the Medicaid expansion?
Oh my goodness. Do we have enough time? I mean, Ronald Reagan said that if government is the answer, then it was a stupid question. And I think all you have to look to see that that's true is our federal government that is like something out of a Fellini movie. I mean, we're $17 trillion in debt and growing. The government's broke and in debt, so why would we want to add to the strain by expanding a federal program that the taxpayers are going to have to pay for, whether on a federal level or a state level, that the state really doesn't have any control over? And can we really rely on the promises of, this in debt and broke government to deliver the money that they say that they're going to deliver to support the expansion?
Let me ask you this, though. As a conservative, surely you don't want to see Mark Schauer elected governor. Do you have another candidate in mind?
There's some candidates that are being discussed, but I really haven't seen anyone, rise to the top. So I think that's still open to debate.
Do you anticipate that Governor Snyder would be challenged in a primary by if not a Republican, maybe a Tea Party candidate?
There's a probability.
Well, obviously, the third party, I guess, would be general election. But are there any names that you've heard? Anybody that you talk to who sympathize with your cause?
Oh, there's quite a few people. There's a lot of people that have positions in the GOP party. I've heard from a lot of people. There's a lot of precinct delegates. Basically the base of the party. There was a recent poll, I think it was a Rasmussen, that said that 63% of Republicans or Republican-leaning voters are conservative on fiscal and social issues. So I guess you could assume from that there would be 63% that would agree with the position of that you vote for somebody based on their adherence to a platform, and so far Governor Snyder hasn't really followed that. I mean, it's basically sort of fanning the flames for a third party, because you're not giving people a choice. When you go into the voting booth, you have candidate A that would support with the D binomial that supports Obamacare, the Medicaid expansion, and then candidate B with a R by its name that supports Obamacare and the Medicaid expansion.
Okay, we'll see Joan Fabiano, and we'll keep in touch along the way. She says Governor Snyder doesn't represent conservatives or the GOP platform. 42 minutes after the hour, it's Michael Patrick Shields.